So recently I pulled the final copy for this World Tournament Gohan Youth card here. So today we're going to be showcasing him at 100% to see if he's still worth the orbs at the very least. So let's look at his stats here. 10,000 HP, 11,000, almost 12,000 attack, and 8,000 defense. The stats are pretty good. Unfortunately, it is a B tier orb potential. Some World Tournaments do have that, but they usually have like backed up with like terrible passives. Unfortunately, we just can't have a mix of both for this instance. So he's a leader for 70% and 2 key for int types, and he has a raise attack and defense mechanic by 30% for 6 turns, making him a somewhat decent defensive unit. The only problem is his passive doesn't really focus on being a first slot unit. So for his passive, he gets 3 key and attack and defense plus 60% at the start of the turn. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 60% when performing a super attack, and then he gets an additional attack plus 60% after receiving an attack for 3 turns. And then finally, he has an Android Cell Saga support, only bumping them up by 20%, which is not bad. I think there's not many Android Cell Saga support. Well, none that I really know of for just generally the category itself for free-to-play at the very least. So with that said, I gave him mostly additionals because I really want that stack in attack and defense, because I don't think I really run him as a first slot unit. Like, you can put him in the middle slot. Again, he's attack plus 60%, but it's only for 1 turn. If you put him in the first slot, you get that 60% attack bonus for 2 turns instead, which is a risk and reward because he doesn't have the most defense. For his links, he has Same Warrior Race, All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, Z Fighters, Gaze of Respect, Shakti Speed, and Shatting the Limit. It's not a bad link set if you're running him under Goku's family, which is alright. And then his categories are Hybrid Saiyans, Goku's Family, Youth, Android Cell Saga, Bonzo Master Disciple, Rapid Growth, and Heavenly Event. Some categories that I would personally run him in would be Android Cell Saga and Heavenly Events. So with that said, I'll be running him under Goku's Family. Obviously, we're not the gods as the friend unit. We're having the Super Saiyan 4 Goku as the friend unit. Hopefully, he doesn't steal the showcase too much. We are doing the Legendary Goku event, so we have some tech fights in here, which would be great. Let's jump into it and see how strong this Gohan can be. Perfect. We have him in the rotation that I want him in, and we have 500,000 HP still. So pre-defense gain, any attack gain, he has 72,000 defense. We're going to just make him take the hits. Our majority, because the event is not too difficult, I will mostly like put him in the first slot. I don't think we need to put him in the second slot for the showcase. So he gets the attack bonus, 1.8 million attack stat. I mean the defense actually, yeah. 1.9 with the double super, which is very good. And we'll see how much defense he gains throughout the 6 turns, I guess. 6 turns meaning that, realistically, on average, if you always get the super attack, he will have a 3 times attack and defense buff for 90% altogether. Unless you get additionals, of course. Now, I do want to say, like, everything's calculated separately. So, instead of having him have, like, 180% attack... Well, 200% attack boost, if you activate everything, is actually a 296% attack boost, which is fairly good. Let's go with this. It's not until the next phase is when we get type advantage. And I'll probably go to the God. I think the last phase, the last tech phase is God. God Goku, so we'll go until then to see how well he does. One cool thing about the Gohan, though, is that he doesn't have any real competition. Because Gohan, the base form Gohan Youth, has not really been a card implemented into Dokkan frequently. You can just run him and without any worries, whether it's EZA or something like that. The other competitors are SRs, which you'll never run. Usually when they do Gohan Youths, it's always in him in his Super Saiyan form. So now he's at 115,000 defense pre-super, which means he's actually going to get close to 200k defense with the super attack raise, and then he's 60%, which is actually not too bad on Goku's family. Again, I wouldn't recommend you run on Goku's family because there's so much competition in this team, and we're when it comes to Goku's family units now for free-to-play, at the very least, I'm really looking for first slot units, and he really isn't somebody that I want in the first slot, even though he can be defensively pretty good, but I'd mostly put him, even in like Heavenly Events or Bonzo Master Disciple, I'd probably put him in the third slot or even second slot if there isn't too much competition. Look at that triple active skill ready to destroy. I don't want to do kill too fast here. I do want to have at least one super attack with the Gohan on this tech phase. One of the few tech phases. Now, with the version Z Goku, we get Z Fighters, All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, and Shattering the Limit. 4 links that are really good. You can get Gaze of Respect with some other units and Shocking Spin and such. But it wasn't really a realistic... Like, the best linking partner he has is Namek Gohan, which has most of his links. He has 5 of the links that he has. I think the only thing he doesn't have is Shocking Speed. I think that's the one link he doesn't have. But who runs the Namek STR Gohan? He's so old. Alright, so now we have double support here, and his defense has rose to 159,000 defense, which is amazing. Now he doesn't need... I think he did receive an attack last turn, but I don't think it procs again. I think you have to wait until get hit again, because you can't like just keep on, you know, resetting the passive. You have to wait till it expires. But 1.8 million, which is fairly good. It's very decent. And especially when he gets a double super. So yeah, as you can see, his attack procced again. So we'll have to wait till the next turn. Because we got, I guess, lucky or unlucky to the point where we're not receiving an attack in the first slot. We have to wait till the next turn in order to see how much he can really do. Let's float out Pan here. And I do want to kill a little bit faster now. See if I can get the Dokkan mode once we get Gohan again. This is going to hurt this Goku a lot. Will this even... This might even kill if this is a 100% Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Okay, okay, not that close enough. And we should get B-Pan once we get the Dokkan mode, actually. This will be very perfect for, like, max damage. As long as we take a hit in the first slot when Gohan returns. That's the one thing. Alright, so it's been more than 6 turns now. He's stabilizing at 159,000. It will fluctuate, obviously, with the super attacks that you gain, whether you get it on additionals or whatever. But his attack should be pretty decent. Yeah, 2.5 million attack stat is very solid for a free-to-play TUR that's not EZA. I would say that's above average. I think now I look at, like, it should be over 2 million if you're really going to try and be a damaging unit. And his defense is not bad. Like, after super, he should hit, like, over 200k, like, once he's built up a little bit. So let us do the final preparations for the Gohan Dokkan mode. Sure, we get at least some orbs. Don't want to kill, obviously. And fingers crossed, Goku does attack. Because if he doesn't attack in the first slot, then we won't be able to activate the attack bonus that he's supposed to get. Okay, beautiful. Alright, so let's use the active skill here. I love that he gets 3 ki to himself, making him super attack fairly easy. As you can see, his defense has been dropping a little bit because we haven't been getting additional supers as frequently now. But at least he gets his attack proc. He should still hit over 2 million attack stat. He's really built for second slot because his raise attack and defense is not, like, permanent. And not one turn or anything. Like, you really want him in the second slot, which can be pretty hard to do with today's meta. We have 2.9 million attacks. Almost 3 million would be Pan's passive or active skill. Getting 5 million damage. That's not bad. That's not bad. He's actually a very solid World Tournament card, for sure. Which I have used him quite a bit. I think I did end up using him in Android Cell Saga SBR. So that's pretty cool, neat to have. And I did end up using him maybe in like certain parts of the All-Star event. So he does have his usages, and he has and he can be fit in some of the teams that he does have. It's not like a unit where it's like completely useless. This is gonna hurt. But that's going to wrap up today's video, since we are now done with the Tech Guard phase. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on for daily Dokkan Battle content. Check out my social medias linked in the description. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.